Alright everybody, hello! Here is Peaches, and today we are going through the Vortex Pinnacle. We'll be looking at the boss, the Grand Vizier Ertan. He's a big cyclone dude, and he is more than fun. So let's watch this little boomkin hop around for a while as we look for a new tank and move on through the run. I'll be leading you up to the boss, so you'll be able to see the pulls that you have to accomplish up until him. Most pretty simple, but there's a lot of crowd controlling that you'll need to do, since most groups have 5+ people. Since most things here are elementals, having a warlock with banish is an extreme advantage. Although anybody who can root or stun will be really good. Now throughout the run there will be these lurking tempests, which you'll see over in this corner. If you're within about 20 yards or so of it, it won't attack you. However, once you get out of its range, it feels it's safe and it will start to shoot you. So have someone targeted or be by it during pulls. And on this first loop descent, once you kill a guy, they will somewhat explode and push people back. You want to make sure that your back is facing this inner wall or you will be pushed off the edge. Although this does not result in your death, you will be portaled back to the beginning. And since this does happen throughout the entire instance, there's a lot of times when you're going to be pissed that you're walking back for 2 minutes because you weren't paying attention. Again, on some of these pulls, they are going to get a little tricky. You will have 5+ people. This isn't Wrath of the Lich King anymore. And they do summon adds too. As you'll see in this one, little wind sprites will come out and go crazy. So your healer has to be very aware about AoE heals because aggro most likely will be being pulled, especially in these first couple months while people get used to Kata heroics. Alright, so here is the boss. He's pretty simple. His basic strategy is these cyclones that will circle around the room. You do not want to get hit by them, obviously. If you do, they will give you a little bit of a damage debuff, which will reduce your movement speed and your attacking speed, so you do not want to touch them at any cost. However, there is a strategy to this that I found with a lot of pugs, is just getting in the center and stacking everyone. Although this does give a slight debuff and damage overall to the raid, it's pretty easy to heal through. It doesn't do much damage to everyone, about 40k, which does seem like a lot, but since everyone should have about 100, it's not that bad. Especially if you have an AoE healer like a druid or a priest, won't be that difficult. As far as tanking goes, he's very simple, nothing really to know. The only added difficulty in heroic is that throughout it he will be summoning these lurking tempests around the room. Now if you're doing this traditionally and trying to avoid the cyclones while it goes in and out and in and out, that's what she said. You want to make sure that someone's in the center, like the tank, or people are spread out around where they're summoning. Because again, if you're within 20 to 30 yards, you won't have to worry about them shooting you and giving you a debuff, but if you aren't, they can get pretty big hassle really soon. So staying in the center is a really good way to negate that entire effect. And as you can see with the raid DPS meter down in the bottom, we really don't see that big of an issue with trying to avoid the cyclones and experiencing a large debuff, as far as speed goes at least. And other than that, the boss is pretty simple. It's just rinse and repeat the entire time. Again, if you don't want to avoid the cyclones, that's fine, stack. Other than that, it should be pretty easy, and we can move on to the next boss.